A legal earthquake for Africa. ICJ ruling arms continent for climate justice, says leading expert Prof. Ladan. Welcome to Umdaz Online TV, your #1 source for breaking news and live updates. In a landmark analysis, renowned international law scholar Professor Ladan has declared a recent advisory opinion from the International Court of Justice (ICJ) a transformative tool for African nations, fundamentally reshaping the global fight for climate accountability and justice. Professor Ladan's intervention, delivered at a high-level policy summit, underscored the ruling's profound implications, framing it not merely as a legal opinion but as a strategic lever for the continent. The ICJ's climate change advisory opinion strengthens the legal basis for climate justice in Africa by clarifying states' binding obligations, stated Prof. Ladan. It gives vulnerable African states a powerful tool to push for accountability from high-emitting nations and accelerate concrete climate action. From ethical plea to legal obligation, the core of Prof. Ladan's analysis reveals how the opinion transforms the climate crisis from a matter of moral persuasion to one of clear legal duty. Key pillars of this new legal landscape include legally binding obligations. The opinion establishes that preventing severe climate harm is a binding duty under international law, providing a solid foundation for lawsuits against laggard states and corporations. Affirmation of equity. It elevates the principle of common but differentiated responsibilities and capabilities, cementing the idea that wealthy, high-emitting nations bear a greater burden, a long-standing demand of the Global South. A blueprint for African action. Prof. Ladan outlined a decisive strategic follow-up for African states, turning the legal victory into a tangible progress. 1. Leverage in negotiations. Use the ICJ's clarity to demand more ambitious emissions targets and binding financial commitments from developed nations at upcoming COP meetings. 2. Domestic policy alignment. Governments must now integrate climate risk into all development planning or face potential international legal challenges. 3. Activate regional courts. The African Court on Human and People's Rights (ACHPRL) can use this opinion as a precedent to develop forceful Africa-specific climate obligations. 4. Pursue reparations. The opinion affirms the right to seek compensation for climate-induced loss and damage, giving legal grounds for reparations claims. 5. Boost intra-African cooperation. While demanding global equity, Africa must strengthen South-South partnerships to build resilient and share clean technology. Navigating the road ahead. While hailing the opinion as a significant turning point for Africa that aligns with movements for decolonial justice, Prof. Ladan also cautioned about challenges. The ruling, while authoritative, is not legally binding. Its power lies in its influence on courts and legislatures, he noted. He also highlighted the critical paradox many African nations face promoting climate justice abroad while expanding domestic fossil fuel projects for economic development. The great task ahead, Prof. Ladan concluded, is for African nations and civil society to strategically translate this legal backing into concrete, actionable policy and litigation. The law has spoken. Now we must act. Aisha Habib for Umdaz Online TV.